Welcome to The Newsworthy. All the day's news in less than 10 minutes. Fast, fair, fun, and on the go. Today we are talking about everything from a high-profile resignation and a trade war to what the next new iPhone may look like. That and much more in less than 10 minutes. I'm Erica Mandy. Today is Friday, July 6th. You ready? Let's do this. Well, he's faced a bunch of criticism and accusations lately, and now the head of the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, is quitting. Scott Pruitt is out. He's specifically been accused of wasteful travel spending, conflicts of interest, and inappropriate retaliation within the agency. CNBC reports there are even now about a dozen government investigations into the EPA's spending, ethics, and policies. There could be an audit report out later this month. In his resignation letter, Pruitt said it's been a blessing to serve in that role, but the attacks on him and his family have taken a toll. President Trump did thank him for the work he's done. Now, the EPA's deputy administrator, Andrew Wheeler, will be taking over. CBS News says he has a lot of the same policy views as Pruitt did, where he doesn't want a lot of environmental regulations in place. He's a former coal industry lobbyist. He'll take over starting Monday. Time is up. Another round of tariffs just went into effect at midnight this morning. They affect $34 billion of Chinese goods. And China is expected to retaliate right away. Some say it's definitely a trade war now. These new round of tariffs affect Chinese businesses sending goods to the U.S., and the retaliation tariffs will likely affect U.S. businesses who rely on exporting their goods to China. The New York Times reports farmers, automakers, and energy companies will likely feel the impact of this the most. And by the way, those are some of the industries that President Trump gets a lot of his support from. So it's no accident they're now being targeted in these new tariffs. The Wall Street Journal reports this is the biggest trade battle since the Great Depression. And the U.S. is threatening even more tariffs later this year against China. So there seems to be no end in sight at this point. To be continued. President Trump will be heading to Europe next week, and there are already some protests there planned. In fact, now there's a giant blimp, or a big balloon, that depicts President Trump as an angry baby, and it's expected to fly while he's there. It seems it'll be up in the air for a couple of hours on Friday, July 13th. The BBC reports more than 10,000 people signed a petition in support of this blimp, so the London mayor approved it, saying he supports the right to protest, although he and President Trump have had some disagreements in the past. Critics say it's the biggest insult to a sitting U.S. president ever, and it just goes too far. At this point, organizers do still need approval from the National Air Traffic Service to fly the balloon. Well, there is a sad update about the rescue efforts to get a team of young boys out of a cave in Thailand. The Guardian reports a former Navy SEAL in Thailand who had volunteered to help has died. Reports say he had taken oxygen tanks to the cave where the boys are still trapped, but he apparently didn't have enough oxygen for himself on the way back. Remember, the group of 12 young boys and their coach were missing for more than a week until divers found them trapped in the cave. It's not easy to get them out, though. It's a long way up through murky water and narrow passages, so at this point, rescuers are just bringing them supplies in the cave until they can figure out what to do next. The World Cup Quarterfinals begin today, and we're almost just 1 week away from the final match. But first today, it's France versus Uruguay and Brazil up against Belgium. Saturday, it's Sweden versus England and Russia versus Croatia. Those are the only 8 teams left at this point in the World Cup. And of course, we're in a knockout round, which means one loss and you're out. The semifinals are next week, and the final match is Sunday, July 15th. Stay tuned. A quick break now, because today's episode is brought to you by Bossed Up. Are you looking to switch careers, escape a toxic workplace, become a better leader, or just be more of a boss in your everyday life? Well, Bossed Up is a bi-weekly podcast hosted by nationally recognized speaker, writer, and CEO Emily Aries. Each week, Emily interviews an expert guest to help answer one listener's real-world career conundrum. If you're ready for a podcast that keeps it real about the unique challenges women face in today's workplace and how to strive for sustainable long-term success anyway, subscribe now to Bossed Up wherever you get your podcasts. Netflix is testing a new Ultra plan that costs more each month. CNET reports it's only being tested right now in Europe, but here's what it does. It would allow for you to watch Netflix on 4 devices, and you'd get exclusive access to higher quality content. That's HDR. It's basically a step up from HD. A Netflix spokeswoman told CNET they're testing different price points, but it looks like it's nearly $20 a month. Right now, you can get a basic, standard, or premium plan ranging from $7.99 a month to $13.99. So this would be even a step above that. By the way, Variety cites a new poll that found Netflix is more popular now for entertainment video than cable TV and even YouTube, especially among millennials. Get ready to pay a bit more for MoviePass this summer. MoviePass says in-demand movies and times will see peak pricing. TechCrunch says it's not really clear exactly what will impact the price and by how much, but you will know that there's peak pricing going on by a red lightning icon in the app. Remember, MoviePass lets you pay a flat monthly fee that allows subscribers to get a new movie ticket every day. But the company has been struggling. CNN says its parent company is running out of money. Apple is expected to release 3 new iPhones later this year. And if reports are correct, you can expect some new colors. This latest news is based on someone known as a reliable analyst. 9to5Mac is citing that person, saying one new iPhone will likely come in black, white, and a new gold color, but that another new version will have even more options: gray, white, blue, red, and orange. To be clear, this has not been confirmed, but if these reports are true, it'll be the first orange iPhone ever. We'll see later this year. Chick-fil-A is the winner. It made the top of the list for the fast food restaurant with the best customer satisfaction. Fox Business reports Chick-fil-A received a rating of 87 out of 100 in the annual survey, getting number 1 for the 3rd year in a row. The rankings are based on things like order accuracy, food quality, and cleanliness. Panera Bread came in 2nd, and Papa John's got 3rd. And that's it. You are all caught up. If you have a question or an idea for a 3-Question Thursday interview segment, please let me know. Just find me on social media or leave a message on the listener call-in line. You can call 812-785-NEWS. That's 812-785-NEWS to leave me a message about what you want to know more about. I may play your message on the air. Thanks so much again for being here, sharing the newsworthy with your friends, and for listening each day. You can always read more about any of the news stories that caught your attention by going to thenewsworthy.com. Just click episodes from the homepage and then find today's date. The Newsworthy is ready for you every day, Monday through Friday by 4 in the morning Eastern Time. So I'll be back with more news on Monday. Have a great weekend.